How you doing, Ralfy here, Ralfy Customs, back from a Jolly Bob's. Let's get on with this vlog. First up, here's me runner-up, best custom on our club's run in Lincolnshire. Fucking absolutely made up. What I'll do, I will show you a load of pictures and bits and bobs now. So a couple of video clips of me and Mickey winning, and a couple of pictures from the ride out and that, like. So just rest up and watch this. Right, you fuckers. I don't think you'll catch much because I'm not in the best spotlight, but there's a mile of bikes that way. There's a fucking mile of bikes that way, and there's a load of leather-clad undesirables like this particular young man walking around. I resemble that remark. Oh, where the fucking cinema? What the fucking weird shit is this? Hey, fucking Jesus, father dead. Here we fucking go. You're not following me in here. Into the thunder. Right, look, we just glanced at. Here we go. Fucking first time out. I couldn't be happier. So you'll see me making a fool of myself on stage a bit later, hopefully. If one of my entourage, one of the brothers fucking records it. Marshals are getting set to go. We'll be following them and desperately looking for fuel. So, happy day.
Runner-up best custom. It's a triumph. It's Ralph from Knox. Come on, Ralph.
And here we are back, fresh back at fucking wow, Ralphy Customs fucking HQ. All I can say is hold on. After being waterboarded for the last fucking 60 miles, me and everything that I've got about me, including my bike, is wetter than a fucking otter's pocket. So we're going to strip down, get boiler suit on, get parked up and get a fucking car out. Right, first up, we've got Apple's wheel bearings, you may remember, from before I went away. We've got the old school taper rollers in there that have seen far, far better days. And we're going to be replacing them with this wheel bearing kit, yeah, that takes us into the new age with sealed for life bearings and a new spacer. So we'll bring them over to the table with the wheel. I'm not sure. I need to double check that this spacer is the right length that goes between the two. So what I'll most likely do is have a good measure up before I start. And you also get these optional wheel spacers, which must be for the difference in the sizes of the bearings. Again, I'll have a good measure up. I'll put the lights on and then we'll get on it. There we go. Get lights on. Get measuring gear, get bearings, get everything else. Happy days. Righto, so what we've done, we've measured the old bearings ×2 and the old spacer And we've measured the same with the new bearings and the new spacer, and the old setup came out at 5 3/4, less temp out. The new one comes out at a little bit bigger, so we need to go and take those away from each other. So we've got 5740, sorry, my bad, big number first, 6134 minus 5740 equals, we need to take 394 thou off this spacer, and then that should give us exactly what we're after. But it won't, will it? Because it don't work that way, because these are going to stick out more. Right, now then, maybe this is where these come in. So internally, they will only go in the wheel so far, and the distance between them will be the same, which is, look, just eyeballing that, I can see there's fuck all in that. Yeah, we'll make that the same, and then we'll look at getting some wheel spacers that are the difference in these bearings smaller. Yeah, which I'm guessing is these shiny shinies. So we'll have a quick measure. Right, folks, so that equates to that pretty much. This is slightly longer, the new one's slightly longer, and the reason is that the original bearings poke through, if I can show you. Not very well. Let's see if it'll focus. It poke through that much. See, look, this inner bit needs to poke through for it to work how they do, how taper rollers work. So we've got twice that, which is about that. So I reckon we're fucking good to go at that. Everything's good. They fit. No machining to be done. Jobs are good, and we'll lose 2 of those. Well, fucking hell, I did lose one. We'll lose 2 of those, but we'll keep this one. It goes on the brake side or somewhere. It goes fucking outside of the caliper or somewhere. So there you go. The 2 identical ones will go, and the third, which goes some fucking way, I think goes on the sprocket side, we'll still use. Righto, so no airs and graces when it comes to fitting these. There's no warming up and shrinking. It's not a posh job, like. I like to get it right on the outside, so somebody will come along in the future and be able to read that and see what the bearing is and replace them accordingly. Just work our way around with a nice copper mallet, look. When it goes so far in, it can't help but be true. It can no longer cock up, if you like. So you just tap it in, making sure that we're tapping on the outside and not the inside. And then once it gets flush, we then need to use the drift, which I've not quite sorted. So I'll have to stop recording and join you when I've got a drift. Okay, folks, so turn that off. Sure. So, on my cleaned down lathe from the brake, we have set a bit of aluminium in there, and we're going to face it off with the high-speed steel bit, and then we're going to look at machining the outer down to just less than the diameter of the bearing, so it gives us a little bit of clearance so this don't get stuck in the hole. I know we need to go about 13-14 mil, which will take us about up to the chuck jaws thereabouts. So we should be good. Let's spin it up then, and we'll just do a very light cut across the face, like so. Let's get rid of that swarf, and let me check my fuse. Yeah, going in the right direction, so we'll touch on, come out, and we'll take a very light cut. No, still not quite round. Trying to clean it up to round. Here we go. So let's have a measure. Hey, where are we? Let me DRO's fucking Imperial. We are 1984, so X is 1.984. And so, excuse my watch. Go. And we need it to be 1780, or just under 1775. We can remember that, 1775, can't we? So we will take it down to 195 for a clean up. Right, so watching out for the aluminium stringy shit. There we go. So you can join me again as we finish it off. Right, here we go, just a little light pass now. Just to give us the clearance that we need. We'll get down to the, come on, down to there. Bring it in, take that out. You just break that edge. Break that edge. And that should give us a drift that will tap one of those bearings in, no worries. Righto, so yeah, just have to take a little bit of care to make sure that we're not whacking the edge of the fucking wheel. And we'll get this going down. Into the, that's a bit tight in the fucking wheel, I'll double check that. Isn't it? Right over there, look. So don't hit your fingers. Work your way down. And you can feel it and hear it when it bottoms out. And this has still got a little bit of clearance there, so happy days. Then we'll spin it over. And I think we'll be alright. Just to do that. But what we need to remember is to put this fucking, otherwise we won't do so good, will we? So, then we tap this down to there. I'm just checking inside, you can't see this. I'm just feeling, and that does feel a little proud. I'm gonna fucking double check that. Maybe, just maybe. What I'm gonna take a measure and use my depth gauge just on the vernier to measure down this pocket, and then I'm going to put a straight edge across and measure to the spacer to see where I'm at. And I want to be the same. A couple of thou proud on the spacer would be absolutely fine, but we can't be too proud. So, alright, I'm not sure how. We're joining it down here. Okay, if I measure down that pocket, I've got that. Now, if I then, this doesn't translate very well on camera, I know, but what I'm doing there is, oh, it's fucking nothing. Nothing in it. I can see that this is level with the bottom of the ruler. The nearest fuck it is to swearing, so we know we're good to go. I'm just going to retrieve the bearing. So, just like before, just get that started off, tapping around. Once it gets flush, then we swap over to the drift. And don't hit our fingers, would be my advice. It's fucking tight in there, this one. Why is it tight one side and not the other? Have I made a burr on it? Have I created? I've created a burr. So I'll go and whip that off camera. You've seen me do this on the other side. There's nothing to watch. I'll get that tapped down. And then the wheels ready for fitting back. Right, so in there is a shiny new bearing and spacer. And in there is a shiny new bearing and spacer, and you can't really fucking see them. There you go. All I've got to do is tighten the spindle up now, refit the caliper and the pads with a little bit of copper slip. Let's just fucking give it a ratty-tatty-tat, a little bit more. There we go. In with the fucking... I might not be able to do this one-handed. So... Fucking I can't. Get in there, motherfucker. Go on. There you go. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to turn it 90 degrees and fit it more properly. But after that, we get onto the front bits on the front end. Righto. By the power of fucking electronics, we now have an headlight, 2 marker lights, a really dirty fucking lens. Hold on. Right, I've still got a bit of a glary lens, but there you go. We have indicators. Yeah, happy days. Like so, both sides. Hold on. Get the fucker on. So we've got matching marker lights on the front now, and everything fucking works. And I've managed to chop out some relays that were in there that were needed for the old lights, but not the new lights. And while I was at it, I checked that it wasn't just the relay that had gone fuck up, you know. So we were thorough. So that about wraps it up, I think. We'll get it back together, get it on its wheels, get it on the floor, and get it fucking ready to go out. Hey, and there we go. That's all wrapped up. In case you didn't know, this is actually the bike I'm riding in my introduction. I think I mentioned it earlier. The filming's taken place over several days, including a bank holiday, so that's the one. And now we've got our Dan's back up on the block. Well, on the stand, actually, but you get my drift, don't you? We're going to have a couple of days back on this. It's got its own playlist, which I'll try and remember to link to when I upload this. And we've got, like I said, I just showed you, we've got this ready to go out, that's ready to go out. This is next week's jolly, our Daz's, which is in for an increasingly long list of modifications. So we'll see how that goes. And under is my fucking Triumph that I've just put back to its former glory after it's fucking, how it looked like the fucking pikers had dug it up after the weekend away. So, hold on. Yeah, so that's the catch up. That's the job finished that I started before my Jolly Bobs, and we're on to Dan's tomorrow. Nice short little vlog. A few holiday pics there of my time away with my club. Lots of love to everyone there. Lots of love to you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up, drop us a comment, like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.